What does it look like for a type 4 to be on the path of growth? Today, not only am I going to teach you about the healthy side of the 4, I'm also going to teach you guys 3 growth tips that you can start applying in your life today. If you're new here, I'm Hillary, your certified Enneagram life coach, and I love to teach you guys the Enneagram in the simplest and easiest way possible. One quick thing before we get started, if you guys wouldn't mind, please pushing that like button to support my channel. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so let's start with, what does the growth path for that type 4 look like? The type 4 moves towards the healthy side of the 1 when they are on their growth path, when they are doing really good in their life, when things are going well, they are investing in themselves, they are making really good decisions, they are going down that growth path, moving towards the healthy side of the 1. And so what does that look like in the type 4? Well, it looks like them being very organized, self-disciplined, grounded, reliable, consistent. For the healthy 4, they will complete tasks and things that they've been wanting to get done before moving on to that next thing. Sometimes the 4 can stop what they're doing and just move on and not complete what they were working on. But when they are going towards that healthy side of the 1, that kind of tends to start happening. Another thing is their emotions really come into balance. Sometimes the 4 can focus too much on their feelings, on their mood, on their emotions. They'll really start to get lost in their daydreams and thinking of the future and what that can look like. But when their emotions come into balance, they don't allow those feelings to rule them. They don't allow their feelings to be facts. Now, feelings are good. We love that the 4s have feelings and the depth of them. But for a 4 to get stuck there, if you are a 4, sometimes you can get stuck in your feelings and it can be days or weeks of you being stuck in them. And then when you get on your growth path, you tend to, kind of go into that more organized lane, organized with your feelings and thoughts and emotions, more in balance. And so that's what it looks like for you as a type 4. The best thing for you guys to be doing too is learning about yourself, learning about what does that look like to be healthy for you, developing self-awareness of your red flags and your green flags. What does growth look like? I call that a green flag. What does your stress arrow look like? I call that a red flag. I don't think that that's a terrible thing. I think it's just a wake-up call. And so to stay on that growth path, be looking for these things. And so that's kind of what it looks like for a 4 to be moving towards the 1. And now I want to share 3 practical growth tips for the type 4. The first one's going to be for you to appreciate the present moment. 4s tend to always be thinking about the missing piece and longing for something else. 4s sometimes feel like something's not right in the present moment. And so they will find themselves longing for the future. What can be, living in the future, daydreaming in the future, or thinking about the past and what the past gave them and getting stuck there. And so what I want you to do is try to appreciate the present moment. And I will say sometimes when a 4 gets what they longed for, they realize that it's not the missing piece. It's not what they thought it was going to be, right? And so then now they long for the next thing and they think maybe the next thing is going to be that missing piece, but a lot of times it's not. I think 4s feel like when they finally find that missing piece, they're going to find themselves. What I want to teach you is there isn't a missing piece. Nothing is missing. You literally are beautifully and wonderfully made. Now, can you work on yourself? Yes. That's what I teach. I teach going down this growth path, but in the end, nothing's missing in you. Take steps to find the meaning in the here and now. Find beauty in today. And so that's the first tip that I want to give you is live more in the present, right? And the next tip is for you to use your experiences to help other people. What I've seen in the 4s is when they focus on using kind of what they've gone through to help other people, to sit with other people, to listen to other people, to hold space for other people, they ultimately find their own purpose in life. And so that's why I'm saying use your experiences to help other people. This helps a 4 naturally find their significance when you have a higher purpose than just yourself. And I would love to know, can you think of something that you have walked through that you could use to help somebody else? Because 4s, you guys are so emotionally deep and you've walked through a lot and you're not afraid to go to these hard places with other people. And so utilizing your gifts to help other people really helps the 4. 4s are compassionate, gentle, intuitive, empathetic. Those are just some of the giftings of the type 4. And I really believe not only should you use them for yourself, I want you to have more compassion for yourself, be gentle with yourself. But I also want you to use those gifts with other people in your life. Remember, your ability to feel deeply is your gift. Don't get stuck there, but you have this ability to really feel deeply and feel with other people. And so that's just a gifting. And what I would love to know is, what do you feel called to? What really moves your soul? What do you feel totally alive thinking about doing? What is hidden in your heart that you even feel scared to say? Like, is there something in your heart that you're like, I do know that I have a purpose with whatever, and whatever that looks like. I would love to know if you feel okay sharing it with me in the comments. I would love to know. The last growth tip is recognize when comparison is creeping in and stealing your joy. The core weakness of the 4 is envy. And what this means for the 4 is they compare themselves to other people, and this causes them to feel like they're lacking. It causes them to feel shame, like they're not enough, like something's missing. We talked about that, right? Comparison is a hard road. Not only can it steal your joy, but it can fester and grow into resentment and envy, right? Because that is the struggle. It's not that a 4 is envious of somebody's things, or because the 4 wants to be truly who they are, but they could be envious of somebody like, I just feel like you're normal. And honestly, I don't think anybody is normal. Truth be told, none of us are normal. I think that's just a lie. But that 4 can tend to think like, well, they have it together and I don't, or whatever that looks like for you, right? It's a lie. Most people don't have it together. Most people are probably just faking it until they make it. And then could you imagine somebody's faking it until you make it and you're comparing yourself to that? Like, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth losing your joy over it. I want you to realize and tell yourself that you're not tragically flawed. Nothing is missing. The qualities that you think you lack and that other people have more than likely are a lie. You are original. You are special. You are unique. Embrace these giftings that you have without comparing. Losing your joy is not worth the cost. And so that's why I say comparison steals your joy. And so those are the 3 growth tips that I have for you today. I hope they helped you. Let me know in the comments, like, did they resonate with you? Did they hit you hard? And if you're not a 4, I hope this helped you understand the 4s in your life and love them even better and with just a greater joy. That's all I have for today. You guys know I don't like to close these without letting you know, if you don't know your type, if you're watching this, or you're with a friend watching this because they're a 4 and they're like, hear this, or you want to know the 4 in your life better, but you don't know your own type, I have great news. I offer a typing session with me. It's a 1-hour Zoom call. And all of that information is linked down below in the description box. Don't forget to push the thumbs up if you like this video. That supports my channel. I really appreciate it, guys. But that's all I have for today. Until next time, bye guys.